Hello, I'm Sarah Alldred, Head of International Partnerships at the Cooperative College in Manchester in the UK. The college is an educational charity with three core aims: to support the development of cooperatives and cooperatives, to inspire the cooperatives of the future, and to tackle inequalities in communities through cooperation. I'd just like to say it's an absolute privilege to be asked to talk today about the role of cooperative enterprise in supporting peace and democracy through the research report we were part of producing with the ICA Co-operative team in 2019, called Cooperatives and Peace, Strengthening Democracy, Participation and Trust. It all feels incredibly timely given the current tragic events in Ukraine and other less documented conflicts in Afghanistan and elsewhere, where the main victims of conflict are civilians, mainly women and children. So to start, I'd like to begin by framing this report with our joint understanding that cooperative enterprises have a powerful role to play within a multi-track approach to peace building, community strengthening and reconciliation. Over the past couple of decades, the number of peace builders working at all levels of society in place of ethnic and civil conflicts around the world has mushroomed. The contribution of civilians, whether working from the bottom up or the top down to resolving the conflicts of our time, can no longer be ignored. Churches, women's organisations, the media and business, especially cooperative businesses, have all shown their potential for building peace and strengthening community. Multi-track peace building, as it's called, is key to creating resilient communities. Everybody matters. Our research report from the Kooperatives team at the ICA is a response to this. We state that a large number of influential cooperatives that exist today grew out of times of crisis and as a response to the needs of vulnerable people living in difficult conditions. We also state that we believe cooperative enterprises play an important part in a multi-stakeholder approach to social, economic and political stabilisation in conflict and post-conflict settings. They act as bridge-building institutions between opposing sectarian and ethnic groups. The process of pursuing shared economic goals enables integration to occur. Yet, in order for cooperatives to play a transformational role, the membership needs to be mixed and it also needs to be diverse. So we needed to test these research assumptions, and this is the purpose of this report. We strongly believe, that cooperatives have a strong root in peace building, but we just needed to test this, and we did this by interviewing over 20 organisations, both within and outside the cooperative sector. And the research report covers 20 case studies across 14 countries, including Rwanda, Bosnia, Colombia, the Ivory Coast, Lebanon, Uganda, Tanzania, Guatemala, El Salvador, Brazil, Iran, Syria, Palestine and Israel. It's an extensive report. And we explore the role that cooperative enterprise plays in overcoming inequalities, creating economic inclusion, women's empowerment, environmental sustainability and dialogue building. I really, really do recommend you have a look at the report and read through the case studies because it brings to life the potential that cooperatives have. So from this research, there were 4 key conclusions the research came to around the power that cooperative enterprise can play. So the first one was democracy, participation and autonomy. The participatory and democratic nature of cooperatives gives members of traumatised communities valuable knowledge and powerful tools that are helpful in the process of reconciliation. Cooperatives are effective at building trust due to their inclusive approach to peace building, modelled by the dialogue between citizens, grassroots communities and civil society organisations. The second point, providing humanitarian assistance. So cooperatives strive to re-establish relationships between local communities and international representatives. So by focusing on building resilience at community and higher political levels, cooperatives assist in developing capacities such as conflict mitigation and reconciliation. The third conclusion was the value of education and training, and that's one of the main reasons, the college is involved with this, and it's the key to what the college does. It's seeing the power of education with cooperative members. So cooperatives have the ability to rebuild and educate communities affected by conflict. By training communities in the importance of preserving peace and fostering reconciliation, the cooperatives actively engage in creating an environment that prevents intolerance of different beliefs and of difference between members. And finally, the fourth conclusion was that, cooperatives provide decent work and self-sufficiency. So livelihood is a core of cooperatives, so successful cooperative businesses are a way to avoid and prevent poverty and to transcend conflict. Furthermore, through access to decent work, cooperatives become safe spaces of inclusion and offer opportunities regardless of age, gender, or ethnic group. As potential healing spaces, cooperatives can restore the lives of their members and recreate a sense of purpose, fostering self-sufficiency and providing new working opportunities among the members of different communities. So from these four conclusions then, we then made a series of recommendations, and they're all in the report, and I'm conscious of time. But this is really pertinent for this event, which the recommendations for the EU institutions are also for cooperative leaders, and I'll just list them because they're all in this report. But the 7 recommendations for cooperatives and the power of cooperatives was they promote local ownership, foster greater inclusivity in peace building processes, emphasise the resilience of co-ops to encourage investment, ensure autonomy and independence, and that's a really, really key one, So, a lot of cooperatives, I know particularly across Africa, don't essentially have that autonomy, and that is really, really key. Autonomy is key for cooperatives. Support education and training to foster peace building. Again, that's in one of the conclusions. Acknowledge existing community dynamics and power structures, and that's where the real power of just getting really, really good governance structures, so that any kind of power struggles that exist are just managed through the inherent governance structures of the cooperative. And the other recommendation is ensure cooperatives between co-ops and other partners, and that's really Principle 6 work. It's kind of pushing that cooperation amongst cooperatives. So those 7 key recommendations I really recommend you kind of mull over, kind of talk about, and hopefully you can take this forward, because cooperatives are absolutely crucial in this world that we're in. And as we say, it's that multi-track approach to peace building that cooperatives play a really key role. They give people livelihoods, they give people a sense of themselves and a sense of community, and through the group and through the membership they can do better than they can do on their own. So yeah, and so that's the end of my kind of 5-10 minutes. And I just hope that this is, giving you a flavour of the power of cooperatives play in peace and strengthening community. I just wish I could have been there, and I know, you've listened to me for the past 5-10 minutes. So I just want to say thank you. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day, and I just send you absolute solidarity in these turbulent times. And cooperatives do amazing work. So I just want you to all promote cooperatives and just say that, as part of that multi-track approach, they're absolutely key. They're absolutely key. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.